Hello everyone and welcome back to the 42 part tutorial of how to model a basketball court arena, where we will continue with what we've started learning at the last part. So this is actually where we will create this thing, and I recommend you to really first of all try and do this as I did, because it will be much more easier after you will practice this instead of trying to understand what I'm doing here. So um, what I've done earlier, I was deleting all of the unnecessary layers from this scene because I had a mess here and I didn't like all those layers. And I deleted also some, first uh, meshes that I had here when we just started this series of parts of tutorials. So now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a polygon plane, just as I showed you there. Now, I'm gonna press F to focus on this, and I'm gonna add a little bit more scale to this. Now, I don't really sure how much scale. I'm gonna enlarge those handles, and I'm gonna bring this up to the corner of my um, backstop board. And press F here and zoom, and I will be able to bring this over here, and I'm gonna scale it a little bit more and rotate this 90 degrees vertically that way, and sorry, just bring this over here so we will know what size this should be. Okay, now I'm gonna put this over here that way and scale this down to something like that. Now it should be a little bit more stretched, so I'm gonna add different amounts of division to this. I mean, on the width and on the height. So on the height, I know that I want 20. Okay, I know that for sure I want 20, but for the subdivision width, I probably want a little bit more because it's going to be stretched. So I'm gonna put something like 30. Okay, and now I can very easily stretch this to about, well, maybe I will add more. I ain't gonna stretch it yet. Let's put 20, 30 here, 40 maybe, and then stretch this. I think that easier way to do it before we stretch this is, because 20, we want this to be with density as it is, like so. I mean, that scale. So I'm gonna look on the scale of this, and if on the, I mean, on the X, it's 7.585. So on the width, on the, well, it's the X one. So I want this to be 15 something. Well, 500 and 500, it's 50. We just have this 85, 170. Okay, 170 that way. So this maintaining whoa, 50.170. This will maintain basically it's 80 plus 80, so 160 plus 5 for each side, so 170. Anyway, it's just maintaining like we had two pieces here, like we duplicated the same square. So now we have exactly something like we need to have here. Now, yeah, thank you. Digital Tutors is sending me flowers. I'm gonna bring this here just for a second, and I'm trying to see here that I really have this. I mean, I need to be aware of which uh, which cubes here I need to draw my this first drawing that I've done earlier. So, but this time it's like with a little bit more density, and we need to take this in mind. And we also need those spokes that hold this pipe to be a little bit more thinner than what I showed you at the, the last part. So, mesh tools, multicut tool, and we will try to understand this that way. I'm gonna start from here, okay? And think of those of each four like unit, okay? So I'm gonna draw here, here, and remember this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's crossing here, and we need this one, okay? This is what we need. I'm trying to see if this is 1, 2, 3. Well, I need more. I need like 4, so I'm gonna do this until here. My best guess. Press F. I'm gonna press F8 for a second. I don't want to. Oh, I press Enter. I don't want to complete this as a square thing. I just want to position this here and see if it fits me. Now, if this is like that. Now, don't pay attention for those. We can always delete them, but I need to make sure that I have enough room here to create the other one. So I just want to make sure that this one is somewhat like where it should be. And if not, I will have to draw this line again because I already put that down too much. So I'm gonna simply bring this just a little bit up and start with the the other line. I mean like I will start the line in this place here. So let's say 4 from here. It will be easier for me. Maybe here. No, here. So 2 cubes, it's 1 unit. No, I'm gonna undo that. I'm gonna do this from here. 2 cubes, it's 1 unit. 2 cubes, it's another 1 unit. 2 cubes, it's another 1 unit, and we have 4 units. Okay. Now I can press F8, bring it back to object mode, and place this just a little bit here and like that. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna continue in drawing this multi-cut tool. I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna click here, and I'm gonna do this all the way over here. And again, I want this to be thin, so this is why I'm drawing it that way. Okay, so we really started to making sure that what we're doing is correctly, and I'm gonna start and try and do this over here. So I'm gonna take this line, and I'm just gonna draw here a line where I think that I need something to relay on that way. Okay, and I will start drawing here the next one. So this is like in front of this. So sorry, 2 units. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? And here 1 again. 1, 2 units. It's 1, 2 units. It's 2, 3, and 4. And then close this. Okay. Now I'm gonna grab this, and one thing that I forgot about, I don't believe it anyway. I'm gonna, let's see this again. Well, I thought that they should be on the same side here. Let's see something. Multicut. This way, this way. Oh, they are not. They can't be there. If I want this to be here, I need to make sure it's like starting from here. Ah, that's just okay. I'm gonna undo a few steps because it's really not where it should be. Even though I thought it is, because I took that line there and I was relying on it. Anyway, here, 2, 3, and yeah, 4. And then here, and click here, so this one will set it. Maybe I'm wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. So why those 4 can't be at the same line? I'm not sure. I'm confused. I really am confused right now. I'm gonna draw a line here, and let's say this is not acceptable. I can't do this that way. This way it's much better. So my best guess is that I can do it from here, but I will need to narrow down the pipe, and I don't want to deal with it. So I'm gonna deal it with this one and then draw it. So I'm gonna keep this line, and I just have a better idea where I should start from. Here, so this 4, this is 1, and close this here. So now I can grab this, double click on this. Well, let's grab all those. Shift right click, delete edge. The other one accidentally was deleted when I was undoing something one step backwards. Anyway, my guess is that you would like, before that, you would like to grab all of these, okay, all this, and extrude it once, and just buy some space here. We need a little bit more space here, so I'm gonna scale this a little bit like so, extrude it once again, switch to move tool, extrude it just a little bit more, and this will give us a safe space here. I'm gonna press F8, and now we can somewhat position it better. I mean, we have a little bit more to play with this here, and for sure we don't need like those faces here, so we will be able to delete them if they are bothering us. Anyway, what I will do here is I'm gonna grab this, move this downwards, and I'm gonna flip this so I can work with this. So I'm gonna press F, J, and now it's the fun part where we will start dealing with edges and making sure that we building it correctly. So F, and let's see. I want you first to extrude this because we needed to do this earlier. But anyway, I'm extruding it at the not the right direction, just a little bit thickness to this. Okay. Now don't worry about the other side. I'm gonna right click, grab those edges that are unnecessary from this area, and we need to do this right now because later on when we will add some more edges, it's just gonna be very complicated to those edges to pass through those through this grid, and we really don't need those. So delete edge, shift right click, delete edge. Now let's start this. So I'm gonna grab this, this, that, that. Okay. By the way, I know that whatever I'm doing right now is just a little bit over the top. I'm not forcing you to do this, though I think that it's a nice and good practice for you if you really need to do hard work on whatever you're gonna model. You always have ZBrush to do things such as this. Anyway, we are talking about Maya here. And shift right click, delete edge. So started by getting rid of those. And what bothering here is here that this time we need to add a little bit more work to it. I mean, it's really not the same thing. We need to get rid of many of the edges here and trying not to get into same situation. Well, let's take this edge, okay, and this edge as our triangle that we need to create, okay. So I'm gonna I'm gonna select those at first, and this is the one that goes following here. Shift right click, delete edge, okay. Now I'm gonna do the same here. This one, that one, shift right click, delete edge. Okay, I don't want to delete this one, but why I'm not sure why I deleted this one. Just everything in between. And delete. And let's delete these. This. And oops, edge. Those. And these. And there is not another one there, so we need to pick this and delete it. And there is another one here, and we need to delete it. And there is another one here. No. I don't know, there is someone there. Let's simply delete those vertices and it will be one. Alright, now I'm gonna do the same over here. So this one and that one, shift right click, delete edge, and this one and that one, shift right click, delete edge. Let's see that I'm not doing anything wrong there. I'm gonna select, let's see, this one, that one, this one and that one, sorry, this one and that one, delete edge, delete edge, and those, oopsie. Okay, and I have a vertex here, so I need to get rid of it. I have this one as well, getting rid of this. I also have here too. I'm almost sure that I have two there. Let's get closer. Oh, that's good. Maybe not. Yeah, it's good. So let's connect those, but in the way that I showed you earlier. I'm gonna connect this to this, that to that, this one to this one, and this one to this one. Oops. This one to this one, right click, this one to this one, right click, this one to that one, right click, this one to that one. And sorry about that. Sometimes it works good. Everything is connecting to each other as it should. Sometimes it's just getting worse. I think that I missed that vertex there. I'm not sure. Okay. The only way to check this is press 3, and you see. I needed to connect those two, and for some reason I didn't. Okay. Gonna grab this edge or any of those edge. Control right click, edging utilities, edging and split. So that's good. Now we'll grab these two and we're gonna extrude them. Okay, tap on one of those cubes and very so slightly I learned something. See, I'll learn how to say this very so slightly, and just bring those two just a little bit that way, ever so slightly, right? Ever so slightly. This is how you say this sentence. Okay, press F8, and now it's safe basically to extrude this. Though I really not into do this again, and the only problem that I do have is if I will grab all of those, right? Let's grab all of them. Okay, except those, and of course except those underneath. Well, something I've done wrong. Switch to selection tool and let's mark we select this half cut, sorry. Let's switch to side view. I'll press F here and control select half cut of this to unselect those faces. So I will stay with only this. Now with that I'm gonna duplicate this because I'm trying to save some time here with press F8 3 times, control to unselect this, modify center the pivot for it, and I'll simply grab this and bring this here to the same position where it should be here, and I'm gonna check if I can assemble this in some proper way. So you see we have this meeting point where they both are like there, and I don't mind to have them there, really not. I just need to figure out how I'm gonna assemble this over here. So what I will do here is I'm gonna right click, choose face on top of these, okay? And first of all I will get rid of all the cubes that I don't need. I don't need all of those here, but I don't want to touch those yet, okay? This meeting point between them. And of course I don't want the others here. So I'm gonna switch to side view and do the same as I did earlier. Switch to selection tool, control, and mark we select this area to unselect this, okay? And here you go, we can simply delete this. And all I want to do here is first of all snap this really into position because it's not really snapped correctly. Or better, you know what? Maybe I will grab most of the side ones without, I mean all those here, all those vertices, and I will simply shrink them a little bit that way and bring all those, well, camera, these, bring those here, bring those a little bit here, and bring those a little bit here, so those will be easy to connect. Also this corner ones, okay, they're still on the same surface level, so I only care about those, but I don't want to change the way those. I need to be very careful. Only grab those vertices and move them here. See here, I really don't want to move the other one. If I will move the other one, the frame will just look bad later on when we will patch this. So yeah, that way. That's cool. Everything is just a little bit there, and these are there. Okay, now we ain't gonna worry about this area. We will patch this and see how it goes first. So merge vertex tool, and let's start the patching. Oops, sorry, how could I forget? Grab both of those, mash, combine, and then let's let the patching begin. Okay, 1, 2, and you see when I'm patching them, they are aligned. See, it's okay. Maybe not that okay, but that will be okay. It's not worse. Oh, this is a problem. I need to be in some kind of a angle that I can see them both, because otherwise this is what will happen. So this one to this one, and this one to this one, this one to this one, that one to this one. I have a feeling that I should have and snap it before. Don't know why I skipped it, even after I talked about this. This one to that one. Anyway, we will manage and do this. From some angle it looks like, whoa, no, every time from this to this. From some angle it looks like I was overlapping one edge there. This one over this one. Okay. This one over this one, that's okay. This one over this one, that's okay. We only have this weird area here. Oh, sorry. Those two last ones. And we have this area here where we need to delete those edges. Certainly delete those edges. Don't delete anything from the other side, please. And now let's try and see how we are breaking this apart. So we have those. Maybe I should get rid of this cube in the middle. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. And let's somehow connect this. I'm gonna use the append polygon tool. Click here. Click there. Click here. Well, it doesn't work that well. Control Z to undo that. Let's simply grab this. I'm thinking. Sorry about that. I'm thinking. Clicking this edge, clicking this edge, clicking this edge, and then clicking this edge, and then clicking this edge, clicking this edge, then clicking this one, and that one, and press enter. So that's good. Now, mesh tools, multi-cut tool, gonna click here, and then click here and here. So everything here is quads. Yes, thank you. Alright, that's already very good. So let's extrude them. Finally, let's extrude those. And we will extrude them just a little bit higher that way. Something like a cubes. See, I want this to be a very cubic that way. And press F8. Now I'm gonna add those extra edge loops. Oh, before that. Well, that's okay. We can do this. We will add one edge loop. Well, trying to think, maybe it's just better for me to add a center one and then, because I'm certainly gonna copy something here. I don't want to do this for each one of them, so let's do this that way first, and then edit mesh, edit mesh tools, offset edge loop, click on this one and set 2 for the height and the low part there, and set this one as well. I'm gonna press F8. This is very important for me. I'm gonna press F8 to bring it back to object mode. I'm gonna check this values 0.1991 and this one is 0. Well, let's set this 91 as well. Okay, press F8. Oh, enter. Sorry, 1 and enter and grab this. Okay, now it's even in both of them, so that's good. Now I'm gonna try and add edge loops on the sides. So mesh tool, shift right click, insert edge loop tool. I'm gonna add one here and I want to see where it goes. Okay, it's really important. You see it goes through both of them. Now why it goes through both of them, this is a very good question. You see what it does here? This is the most important thing. It doesn't look that, it looks very small from here, but if it does something such as this, that means you still have quads and you don't need to be worried about this. You can either grab this vertex point and just lift it a little bit there, but as long as it did it that way, I'm all good with that. I just need to really know what the path that it chose to go, because somewhere here it will do something like this. You see? So I'm gonna undo that and I'm gonna understand why it does that. Press F8, switch to move tool, select tool, shift right click, insert edge loop. Let's hope that it won't do this again. I'm gonna add this once again. You see this there? I mean this area here, when I'm trying to add this, I'm not sure why it does this. Here it is. Oh no, it's here. So why are you doing this to me? That passing through here. This passing through here. All right, let's say that this one is okay. As long as it's passed through both of them, I really don't care. I'm gonna fix this there. Right now, I just want to. I'm already glad that these going through both of them, and I don't need to add them separately. So after I've done with these, you see it created these there and here, and that's all good, though. Let's see. I have triangles here. I can get rid of this edge, and that still be okay. I mean, no, it won't be okay. It's not triangles. It's quads. Let's leave it. That's good. These are quads. Gonna grab these. Edge, control right click, edging utilities for edging and split. So we are fixing these triangles here. If you recall, these triangles. And now we will add 2 offset edge loops. And this what will probably make a mess here. So offset edge loop. Add those 2 here. Doesn't even pass through it. And I have no idea why it doesn't do it. This means that I will have a lot of work here. And I'm going to do the same here. That's good.